That was truly such an incredible episode. And it was all Bill and Frank. I mean, we got a little bit of Ellie and Joel, but no zombies, no action. It was just like
A
all
love story.
beautiful storytelling.
Yeah. I cried so, like, I was legit, like, crying, like, real crying. Like, that was the most beautiful and, like, heart-wrenching episode.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Dan Reacts. I'm Dan. This is my reaction channel. I am here with the one and only Mother's Love, Addie. How's it going?
Mother's Love.
The Mother's Love.
Oh
You know,
my
the last episode I
gosh.
feel like was kind of the Mother's Love
That was
episode.
good. Yeah, totally.
And so you are the Mother's
I
Love.
am the Mother's Love.
Whatever that means.
Even without children.
Yeah, she has no children.
No, I'm
She's
kid-free.
not a mother.
No.
Well,
I have dogs.
That's true. She's
Anyways.
a mother of dogs. We're here for episode 3 of The Last of Us. So incredibly happy to be here because it's been nothing but incredible so far.
Yes.
First 2 episodes, I feel like we have watched full-length feature films.
Yes.
And they both were just like
Stunning.
an hour.
Yeah.
You know, like they
Mhm.
weren't longer than any other episode we do. But
there's so much content.
there's
so much
they
happening.
go through that they feel like, wow, you know?
Well, and it makes me... Whap.
I said, wow.
Did you, though? But it feels like, because it's the beginning, there's like so much
To
come that
Uh-huh.
it's like, oh, we're seeing the clickers for the first time. We're seeing Fedra for the first time. We're seeing all this for the first time. Now we're in the shit. So I'm
Mhm.
like, the only thing that I want out of this episode and the following episodes is for it to not get stale. You know what I mean? Like, now we've seen what the clickers are. Tess is gone. We're down to Joel and Ellie. I just want to make sure, like, my hope for this episode is that it's not more of the same. And I have a lot of faith in them.
I know, I have a lot of faith too. I don't think it'll be that, but I get
don't
what you're
either.
saying.
You know what I mean? But it's like, once you introduce all of the main elements of the story, like...
Now, once you're in the story, it can get a little...
Yes.
Yeah, I get
But we know the story gets...
I feel like if this was
crazy.
maybe on, like, Netflix, that could have happened.
Totally.
I feel
HBO's
taken
not gonna make
care of
that.
with HBO, so...
I'm not going to make that mistake.
Let's get right into it. The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 3. First episode, no cold open.
Yeah, no footage before the
No,
intro.
like, not random, but, like, no separate
Yeah,
footage of the story.
so you can tell we're in it now.
We're in it now, yeah. Oh!
Ooh! Oh, we're out of the city. He's got to be just going through it right now.
I feel like he blames her.
Yeah, I mean, in the immediate aftermath, wouldn't you? Like,
I
we're
mean-
only here because of you. But it's not her fault, of course.
Look, I've been thinking
I
about...
want your sorry.
I wasn't going to say I'm sorry. I was going to say that I've been thinking about what happened. Nobody made you go along with this plan. You needed a truck battery or whatever, and you made a choice.
Exactly. She said, I've been thinking about it, and
I don't like your attitude.
I don't like that you're blaming me for this. It's not my fault. Because it's not. She's just being taken wherever it is that the adults are taking
Yeah,
her.
she has no say.
She has no say. This is like a hostage right now. I didn't ask you to do this. I was chained up.
Right.
You know, seeing as it's just the two of us, I was thinking I should
No.
Okay. Cool. Thank
No
you.
gun, Ellie.
I said, no, bitch.
Wait. You ever play this one?
Mortal Kombat.
There's this one character named Melina who takes off her mask and she has monster teeth and then she swallows you whole and barfs out your bones.
Your bones.
Is there anything bad in here?
Just you.
Second time you've said that.
Yeah, that he's reusing jokes.
Come up with something new. I will flash my titties for a med pack.
Don't say that.
Smart girl.
Rule number 1, secure your exit. I wouldn't even have thought to do that.
Can I do a pull-up to get myself out of there? No.
But
No.
she's already made bigger steps than I would have made.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Fuck yeah.
That's the type of shit you don't think about.
You don't think about
like,
that.
These women are free bleeding out here.
Oh my god.
Get out of there, girl. Don't trigger the hive mind.
This poor thing.
Stab it in the head. Kill it. Put it out of... Can you imagine how long it's been down there? Like, are you conscious?
That's honestly terrifying.
Is there still a person in there
Like,
just
the thought
crushed
of
and
it?
still alive? Like, kill it. That's like a mercy kill right there. And especially for her being like, I could have turned into this twice.
I know, to really see
didn't.
firsthand what it looks like.
And be able to get up close to it.
Because you can't usually get up close and stare that long.
Not while they're alive. Kill it, Al. Doesn't even care. It doesn't feel pain.
Ooh.
So parallel to the autopsy, where the parasite is just all the way in you. Like, it's not even... Like, your whole body is just full of this parasite. That was honestly good of her. Like,
yeah, it also felt a little poetic, like she was killing her potential future.
yeah, like she's like, fuck that shit.
That's not happening to me.
Mm-hmm.
Die.
Picked over my ass.
Yeah, Joel, you don't have to worry about shit like this. I not only need bullets.
Oh, tampons aren't a priority to you? Must be nice.
This was the very first promo picture we got for the show.
Get shoved into a middle seat, pay $12 for a sandwich.
Dude, you got to go up in the sky.
So crazy.
Things that we don't think about.
We take for granted.
So everything came crashing down in one day.
Pretty much.
How?
There were certain brands of food that were sold everywhere, all across the country, across the world. Bread, cereal, pancake mix. Friday night, September 26, 2003.
26.
So that Jakarta scene was like
2 days prior.
Yeah.
Makes more sense than monkeys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's honestly crazy how like it took a day.
And
Like,
it could take a day.
By the night,
if it
everybody
was
was
traveling
done.
in the food supply, it could go that quickly.
It's just so crazy. Like, by night, everything was gone. Oh.
About a week after Outbreak Day, soldiers told you were going to a QZ, and you were. If there was room.
Oh. They just killed you.
These people aren't sick.
No, probably not. Dead people can't be infected.
Damn. Our government would do that.
It's like that TikTok sound that's like, if you think the government wouldn't do that, they will. Oh, I don't want to see this.
Not today, you New World Order jackboot fucks.
The Doomsday Preppers are gonna fucking love this show because they're gonna be like, we were ready.
Yeah. So that's literally what he was. He was like a 2003
prepper.
Doomsday
Yep.
Prepper.
Low-key, those people haven't, like, made, because this shit could happen. Not like this specifically, but... Not Ron Swanson. Is that him?
Yeah, it's Nick Offerman.
Ah!
He's playing Bill.
What a great casting choice. That is a perfect casting.
Damn, that's so smart. So now he's got this whole town.
Stay underground
To
for
himself.
weeks until everybody's out.
You just have like the Home Depot to your disposal now.
All of the resources, everything in the town, all of the gas,
This
the
would not
batteries,
be
everything.
me. Would never be me.
I'm not a prepper.
Are you?
No. You know what's crazy?
Do you have a basement full of
My
20
dad
guns?
kind of is. Like, he stocks, like, canned goods and shit.
That's
Like,
gotta start somewhere. Oh, he's setting up his traps. Remember Bill's traps?
Yeah.
The amount of times I died on Bill's traps. His wires and like his fucking...
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't see them.
In his nice dish.
Damn.
Everybody else is eating jerky. He's
What a
eating
life.
fucking steak. With Camus wine. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Oh. You're done.
They're a lot more violent in the game. They're like explosions, but...
I love it.
It doesn't get old.
He was the perfect casting for this.
That's so funny that that's like his like Friday night TV. Watching
He's like,
zombies die on his traps.
I don't. Man, if I was that prepared, but still being alone for that long, like, you'd go fucking crazy.
Are you armed? You hurt? It's just a bruise.
You ever see White Lotus?
No.
Oh, it's Murray Bartlett. He's from that show.
I'm really hungry. If I feed you, then every bum you talk to about it is going to show up here looking for a free lunch. And this is not an Arby's. Well, Arby's didn't have free lunch. It was a restaurant.
Let him in.
What'd you say?
I said, let him in.
That's how you said, little man.
No.
What?
I just can already tell I'm gonna cry. Like,
Oh.
hi, honey.
He's so like afraid and like.
Well, how long has it been that he's not seen anyone? That's not just a meal, bitch. That's a rack of lamb. That's looking nice.
Can you imagine a meal like that after eating
I'm like
jerky?
already gonna cry. Like,
He's making me want like a good meal right now and some good wine.
Thank you. You're welcome.
he's like a scared animal.
Yeah.
I've been staring at this the whole time. Is it antique? Oh my god. It's my favorite.
A sweetheart.
No, sir. No, thank you.
No. We can't be doing that.
Go ahead. You've had nothing but time. Go, Bill! Play that shit.
Well, he sure showed him how to play that song.
So, who's the girl? There's no girl. Go take a shower, Bill.
You stink. Nick Offerman's playing this so well. Like, being so, like, you know...
But before I do, I want you to know that I'm not a whore. I don't have sex for lunches. I'm gonna stay for a few more days.
This is done very tastefully.
Oh, fuck you! Come on!
Stop. Do I ask for things? Ever? This is my street too. Just let me love it the way I want to. We are going to have friends.
There are no friends to be had.
I've actually been talking to a nice woman on the radio.
You what?
Oh, he's gonna love that.
Can you not, please?
Can you not, please? Can you put the gun down, Frank? Bill, sorry. Oops.
How nice this is to have a civilized meal in such a beautiful place. It's been so long.
Look at Tess.
She looks beautiful.
First of all, so happy that she's back. We just lost her.
I'm like so sad.
Tess, I want to show you something.
Actually, I have been waiting to see it.
Not inside.
Thank you.
Frank! Frank!
Frank!
Of all the people you could have found on the radio, were actually decent people just trying to get by.
Oh.
Oh. I'm sure that line itself is so hard to believe in a world like this. Oh, yeah.
I don't need you or your friend complicating our lives. Is that clear?
Yep. As long as I can have more of this wine and more of this steak.
You sure about this?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a gift. You come back. We'll trade.
Sooner or later, there'll be raiders.
We'll be fine.
Bill really is against the help.
He doesn't trust.
I get it.
No, I get it.
He trusted Frank pretty quick.
Well, Frank kind of made him.
Pick it up! I can't.
You there?
Strawberries.
Strawberries! These two are fucking getting me. Like how long has it been since you had a fucking strawberry?
Getting older faster than you.
I like you older. Older means we're still here.
I was never afraid before you showed up.
It's like amidst all the chaos, this is happening. You know? These two people have found a way to, like...
And it's so beautiful. It's
amidst...
like, and that scene was so beautiful. Like, just having a nice moment with strawberries and, like, kissing in the sun. And, like, it's so sweet and beautiful.
Oh, God.
These fucking people.
Oh!
Yep, bye. See ya.
Oh my God, how terrifying to wake up in the middle of the night and like, shit's going down outside.
But you, like, know it's coming at some point.
Yeah, you have to know.
I mean, if anyone's prepared for it, it's Bill.
Oh my God.
No, no, oh no.
No! Inside now!
Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No.
Oh my god, Bill doesn't die.
No, Bill doesn't die.
Frank! Right here. Frank! Right here. Leave the gas on! Leave the gas on. Call Joel. Oh, call Joel. He'll take care of you.
What? What?
Go.
Oh. Why they do that to us?
We're right inside.
He went out there and fought them.
10 years?
Oh my god, look at them.
Does he have like...
I think he went out and fought them and got hurt.
It looks like he has like a neurological thing.
How do you even get medication? Is he just old?
Probably ransack a pharmacy.
Just old ass meds. Just hoping they work.
How crazy too, because in the last scene they were just talking about how Bill was getting older and weaker.
I don't like this. I feel like this is like they're gonna wake up and he's gone.
Took most of the night.
Oh my god, how hard would that have been to get in that chair?
Well,
I'm not fighting about it. Back in
I
bed.
promise you I'm gonna stay up.
Why?
Because this is my last day.
What? Why?
There wasn't anything to cure this before the world fell apart. I've made up my mind.
Oh.
Bill. I'm not going to give you every day was a wonderful gift from God speech. I have had a lot of bad days, but I've had more good days with you than with anyone else. Just give me one more good day. Then you will crush all of these up, put them in my wine, and I will fall asleep in your arms. Do you love me? Then love me the way I want you to.
Oh my god.
The fact that like you can escape the zombies, you can do everything right, and you still have a hole. He never filled in that.
Oh my god.
Just the fact that like
I'm like fucking.
escaping the zombies is not enough. Like the time still happens. Life is still happening.
Oh my.
I feel like I have traveled a lifetime with these two. Can you imagine having to do this?
No. Oh.
This isn't the tragic suicide at the end of the play. And you were my purpose.
I do not support this, but from an objective point of view, it's incredibly romantic.
Yeah, it is.
Take me to bed.
This is easily like one of the most beautiful episodes of TV I've ever seen. We're gonna be dead.
Stay there.
Talk about deviation.
Oh no.
Wow, what a powerful shot.
Stay there. You hear anything, you see anything, yell.
Oh,
Oh, they got there like pretty soon after.
yeah.
It's from Bill. August 29, 2023. I used to hate the world, and I was happy when everyone died. But I was wrong. Because there was one person worth saving. That's why men like you and me are here. And God help any motherfuckers who stand in our way. I leave you all of my weapons and equipment. Use them to keep.
Oh, I was gonna say Tez.
Stay here.
It's like, even though Joel didn't like Bill and really have a connection with Frank, it's like everyone he's known is dead. And it's just like,
It's like, where do you go from there? Like,
Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess, ever. Matter of fact, we can just keep our histories to ourselves. Rule 3, you do what I say when I say it. We clear?
What you say goes.
that was a scene from the game.
This guy was a genius.
I'd be like, can we just stay here?
I know.
Like,
Do I need to save the world?
can I just live here? It seems safe. Always thinking about the toiletries.
I feel like you'll need more than 3 rolls, but... Frank's gone. Oh. Oh my god, she's wearing her shirt from Ellie in the game!
Hello.
It's your first time in a car.
It's like a spaceship.
Seatbelt.
Seatbelt. She's like, what
She
the
doesn't
fuck
know what
is
a
a seatbelt? He's like, this is not cool, but alright.
Better than nothing.
Is that their window?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the fucking menu. Wow. And to end it with their song? Oh my god. That was truly such an incredible episode. And it was all Bill and Frank. I mean, we got a little bit of Ellie and Joel, but no zombies, no action. It was just like
A
all
love story.
beautiful storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. I knew we were gonna get like Bill and Frank's backstory in this. I did not like.
I didn't think Bill was gonna die.
I didn't think they were gonna. I didn't think that was gonna happen. But I also just didn't think it was gonna be so emotional and powerful and like to just the thought just kept coming across like the fact that you can escape it all
Yeah.
and it's not enough. Like
Yeah.
you still
Death
have.
comes for us all.
It's like heartbreaking to me. Like
But it was so, like, I cried so, like, I was legit, like, crying, like, real crying. Like, that was the most beautiful and, like, heart-wrenching episode. Like, it was so beautiful to see the whole story, and you would think you can't flesh out a story like that in an hour, but they did such a wonderful job of showing, like, Bill's wall breaking down, like, how damaged and afraid he was to, like, even enter into loving someone on any level, and then to have someone, like, understand him so completely and be such a partner to him and bring him, like, not only just, like, company and like safety and protection, companionship, but also just like happiness, like
yeah,
something that in this type of world you don't even think of happiness as possible. Like, it's just about survival. But to see like that type of love story where two people care about each other on a level of, we're not just here because we have to be here, we're here because we love each other and we're taking care of each other and we have like this beautiful life together. Like, that was just, it like just broke my heart. That was just amazing.
It was beautiful and horrible at the same time.
And that's like truly what love stories always are. I mean, they never end happily. You know what I mean? Love stories always end with some type of heartbreak, but what a fucking, like, that was like a monument to true love. You know what I mean? That was
really
beautiful.
was. And I feel like truly like gay storytelling is not represented well.
That was represented beautifully.
That wasn't a gay storyline.
That was a love story.
That wasn't a gay romance.
No.
It wasn't like a gay thing. It was just two people that fell in love.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the ultimate level of representation where it's just normal. It was
two
just,
people that met each other's needs at every level.
The fact that they were both men. That had nothing to do with it.
No, I mean, if you can watch that and be bothered by the fact that it's two men, then you completely miss the point.
It has nothing to do with that. It was such a beautiful way of representing a love story in that way. And just like, I think I said it in the episode, like, it's so just the fact that all this chaos is going around and then there's these two people that have managed to just like
be together
peace
and find happiness.
This world of explosions and chaos. They're just on a jog having strawberries. Like, they have managed to separate themselves almost like a Romeo and Juliet kind of way of where it's like everyone around you's fighting, but it doesn't matter. The two of you
have each other.
Are just like,
you're in your own world.
You couldn't care less. Like,
it's this world of horror around them, and they found each other, and they found this life that worked for them, and they didn't have to partake in, you know, the ugliness and the horror of it all, and they got to just be with each other to the bitter end. You know what I mean? Like, that was just the most beautiful thing. And for Bill to know, like, I cannot live without you. I won't live without you.
Well, at that point, like, you've been with this person for
what are you gonna
15
do? What are you gonna keep going?
What am I just gonna live here by myself?
I don't want to keep living. What is living in this world if I don't have this? Once you have it, it's like, I can't be without it. Living wouldn't be living anymore. So let's go to sleep together and call it, you know? It's like, I don't even have words. Like, I was so touched by that. That was incredible.
Such an incredible episode.
Even before he realized that Bill had also taken it, he was like, comforted just in, I'm gonna die in your arms, and that's like all that I
Well,
need.
the second Bill chugged it, I was like, oh.
Yeah, I thought the same. When he was pouring the pills, I half expected him to pour some in his, and then I was like, oh,
I did too, kind of.
And then he drank his, but then yeah, when Bill chugged his, I got the same, like, immediately you're like,
Oh shit.
Because I was thinking the whole time, I was like, Bill can't live without Frank. Like, even knowing, like, in the video game he does. You know what I mean? And God knows what the backstory is in the video game, because in the video game, Bill is kind of like mad at Frank.
Well, I was gonna say, so if you remember in the game, they're in a fight. So I think maybe going back to when we were saying when they change things, they nod to what could have happened. I think
maybe
when they
he
fought
did it on
in the
his
street
own.
I think they didn't make up in the game. In the game, maybe they actually separated, went their own ways, and where in this we got to see a different storyline.
I was thinking maybe he, like, killed himself without telling Bill, and Bill was, like, pissed that he left him. But either way, I mean,
well, in the game, what happens is they find him hanging, and you find a note next to his body. And you even have a choice in the game if you're even going to tell Bill. Because you read the note and then it's like, tell Bill, don't tell Bill. And basically, he gets bit and then he's like, rather than seeing it through, I just decided to kill myself. And so Bill's like, fucking selfish fucker. Like, just kills himself. And so that's kind of how that goes. And you're just like, oh, okay. And you can tell that there's, like, history between these two. But, you know, and also that game was made in 2013. So obviously they probably couldn't have as, like, deep of a, you know, deep of a situation.
And there wouldn't have been a place in the game for all of this.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Play as Bill and play a gay storyline? Like, that wouldn't have fit with the game.
Right.
So they did what they could. But, yeah, I mean, that was...
But yeah, so I think maybe in the context, that's where they fought. And didn't... Because we know that they got in this huge fight. And then in the letter, he's like, Bill, I'm sick of your stuck ways and not letting me change anything. Go fuck yourself. So that's why I was like, maybe that's what it was, him not letting him change the neighborhood. Mad at each other, and like, you know, stuff like that. How crazy that, like, in the game, Bill gets infected. I mean, Frank gets infected and kills himself. Kind of gets infected with a horrible, non-curable disease and kills himself. It's almost like they changed it, but not really.
Yeah, the outcome was the same, but it was just
besides
better.
Bill. Yeah, better, honestly. I'm so much happier because in the game, you just leave Bill alone.
Well, and I was
you don't know if he lives or dies.
Thinking that Bill was going to live actually made me upset. Like, thinking when they were sitting at the dinner table when I was like, Frank's going to die and Bill's going to keep going. Like, that actually made me sad. It was much happier for me that they went together. Like,
how
Bill
ironic.
Living without Frank would have made me upset.
How ironic that them dying together was a happier ending than what happened in the game.
Yes,
like,
where one of them lives.
One of them is alive. Like, it's so much better for that to happen. And also, like, just that shot at the end of that window was so powerful. And you didn't seem to remember, but I want to go show you that when you load up the game, it's a window. And it's like start... new game, load game, and there's like a fucking window. So I'm wondering if that's what that was. It didn't look like the same exact window.
But it could have still been just a nod.
I feel like it was a nod to like the loading screen, which was super cool. Oh my god, like that was just...
I like stopped taking notes. Like, I'm glad you kept taking notes, but I stopped. I just was so like emotional about it that I was like, I'm not gonna forget my thoughts. So I'm just gonna stop. But that was incredible, and I'm so glad that they did that and gave Bill and Frank their moment and spent a whole episode on it, because if they hadn't, what a story that they wrote. I mean, to have not done that would have been a waste.
Right, yeah.
I thought that was so beautiful.
And I honestly was like, I was teary-eyed, and I was like getting emotional at it the whole time, but when I saw him come, like the just the silhouette, the imagery of his old body carrying the two plates in the dining room for some reason,
no,
like
me too.
That
I cried
picture,
at that too.
I was just like, oh, he was so frail looking and so
still
sweet
taking care
looking,
of him.
and like, you know, just Nick Offerman has such a wholesome
sweet face.
And I was like, all of a sudden that shot, I was like,
got you.
Oh my god, like this is the most horrible beautiful
Yes.
thing I've ever seen
Yeah.
in my life. Like,
Totally.
it was so, that scene really just got me that dinner. And, it was,
Yeah.
and then for it to be the same meal with the same wine
The same
pairing, I only
wine,
noticed
yep.
because of the label,
Yeah.
but I was like, oh, how fucking
That was stunning. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I loved that
I would,
episode.
again, like, I have no criticisms
And so
of it.
far, it was the furthest deviation we've had.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Big deviation.
But I would not change it. I
No.
loved the way they did that.
I loved every second of that. Oh my god, I don't even know how it's
To
gonna
Bill
get.
and Frank.
Every episode, we're like, how's it gonna get better? Every episode has just literally gotten better.
And we got more Ellie and Joel, which of course I love.
It was nice.
It was not the focal point of the episode, but I loved it.
It got really overshadowed, but like how horrible that you're looking at the skeletons and you see the fabric of their clothing, and then it zooms out and it's a mother and her baby.
Yeah.
So then you're like, oh my god, this
These
mother
were
and baby
innocent
are about to go
people.
get shot right now.
Yeah.
Like when she got in the car, I literally was like, oh my god, she's about to go get shot.
Oh yeah, it gave very like genocide, like innocent people dying with their luggage, thinking they're going to somewhere safe and getting just mowed the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
Like the contrast again, like it's so purposeful. Like the contrast of that horrific like ditch full of bodies versus this like oasis of this beautiful love. Like those both being in the same episode was such a nice juxtaposition of like, and again, it all boils down to this like ultimate love. You know what I mean? Like even those people, like the mother with the baby dying, it gives you this like, she was trying to protect her family. These people were all trying to protect themselves, trying to protect their families, like having faith in what they were doing. It didn't work for them, but then look at where it did work. You know what I mean? So it was really beautiful, I thought, even though it was like so sad.
Yeah.
But
that's the theme of that whole episode. So sad, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, guys. Well, that is going to conclude our reaction to episode 3.
Yeah, 3.
Like, okay, great. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit a like and subscribe button. We are not even scratched the surface yet of the emotion that we're going to be feeling. We are 3 for 3. We've at least
full
teared
sob
up.
on
Full sob in
episode
this one,
3.
but we've at least cried in every episode so far.
I've teared up in the first 2. Full sob on this one.
Full sob on this one. I've full sobbed on all 3. But yeah. Any final thoughts before we close this one out?
No, I think we got it all out.
Good. Well, we hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.